Well, the set for the Addams family is massive. It's really big. I mean, all the stuff that we have is 18 foot tall. I mean, it's just when they had it set up at Alma, which is where we first heard of it, we saw that they were doing it. So we talked to Dr. Ford and Miss Ford. We were like, let's go watch it. So the four of us, me, Dr. Ford, Miss Ford, Nick, and myself, went to watch it, and then afterwards we contacted them and said, we asked them if it would be able for us to rent it or buy some stuff from them, and then they were really nice about letting us rent some of the stuff and giving us some stuff from it. So it's just been, that was really how we acquired it all. Oh man, we spend, well, we usually go over their last hour, which starts at about 2:20, so when some days we'll stay till 11 o'clock that night. Some days we'll have to leave because of stuff. So it really just depends on the day and really how we feel. I mean, just depending on what we have to get done and what we have to do dictates what we have to, how long we have to stay most of the time. Well, it varies depending on what set, I mean, you're dealing with. But for this set in particular, we had to cut everything. Because like I said before, all of the backdrops and everything are 18 foot tall, and so and the top of the warehouse is like 14 feet tall. So we had to cut everything down and make it to where it'll fit for us, because I mean, going from somewhere like Alma, who has a huge theater, when we're coming to a warehouse, it's kind of, that was the biggest challenge I think for preparing the set. But as far as everything else goes, it was really just working out the placement of everything, was where it was going to fit, how it was going to fit, how it was going to look, and getting everything placed in its spot to where it all fit and still look great was really the biggest part about getting it prepared. What it took was, we took a semi-truck. We borrowed one from Ron's, and we went up there one time. We thought we could get it all in one trip, but we got up there, we got everything loaded on the first one, and we were like, well, that's not even half the stuff. And so it ended up taking 2 trips, full semi-trailer loads to Alma to get it all back here. The only modifications I think we really had to make was we had to cut everything down, like we had to just getting everything to fit and making everything place was kind of really the most modifications we had to make. We had to replace a few things because in the damage, I mean on the trip, some of the stuff was kind of damaged and we had to kind of fix it, but as far as that, the only really modifications we had to make was the size of everything. We had to bring it down.